Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I appreciate you all sitting here and listening to the various speakers from different professions and already thinking about a career at such a young age. That's commendable. Quick introduction. I'm Dr. REETINDER and I'm a medical doctor. I'm in this profession for about 20 years or so, and I work at a VA clinic, and my patients are veterans, so who are retired Army men and women, Navy, Marines, Air Force. Today I'll talk to you about my profession. So I'm sure all of you have been to a doctor's office. Is there anyone who has never seen a doctor's office? Probably nobody. So, and you also know what they actually do and roughly what goes on. So some of you probably have played as being doctors with your siblings and friends. So when you go see them, they check your ears, eyes, listen to your heart, lungs. So it seems like the same drill every time. But that's not just it. So a doctor is many jobs in one. They listen to you, they talk to you, they try to come at the diagnosis, what we call making a diagnosis, so diagnosing your medical problem. And then they are being your helper, they treat you, help you, make you feel better. And they also explain to you about diet, exercise, and how to grow healthy. So they're being a counselor, a teacher, or a guide for you. Human body is like a machine, and the doctors get to learn all about it. And the place where you go learn that's called a medical school or a med school. When the students go to med school, or when I went to med school, of course, it's a very intensive training. We start with learning about the body, all the body parts. So when we start, we actually get to cut each and every body part, and then see them under the microscope, learn about the function. So and anyone, you ever feel curious about your body? So do you know the brain, which appears to be a small organ sitting in your skull, how much it does for you? It has various portions, very small parts, where you have a control of your eyes, ears, and your hands, how you walk, how you talk, how you feel, emotions, all that. So if we say, it's really the mastermind of the body. And then your heart. The heart appears to be a small fist in the body, but it actually supplies your whole body about 60 to 80 times in a minute. And does anybody know how many times a heart beats in a given day? Any children? Okay. 100,000. Yeah, it beats 100,000 times a day. And if the heart stops beating for 4 seconds, just 4 seconds, the person can die. And then bones. So let's talk about the bones. So do you know how many bones we have? Who has more bones? You as children or the adults? The children, that's right. So, yes. 206. You have more than that though. You have, a baby is born with 270 bones or plus. And then they become 206 by the time you grow as an adult. And that's because they fuse together. Skull has many bones, they fuse, they become one. And the ear. Ear looks like a small skin piece. So it actually has 3 different ears in it, 3 different parts. They work together, and that's what makes you able to hear. So it's all very interesting. It's definitely fun learning about human body, which in my opinion is the most complicated machine that exists on the earth. Being a doctor is an incredible profession, but the journey to become one is long. And by no means it's easy. It takes years and years of hard work and dedication. Now the pathway to become a full-fledged doctor. I came from India, I did my MBBS there. So when I came down here, there are certain tests and requirements that you have to go through. And so once I completed those, then I was able to enter the MD 3 years program. But for the children here, it starts now. So you are in your regular school, then you go to high school, and then you do the undergrad program, which is your college. After that, you take an exam called MCAT exam. So that's a competitive exam. And after that, you get acceptance to a med school. So after you go to med school, it's a 4 years program. And then you take an internship, do an internship for 1 year. And then there is a postgraduate training, which is anywhere from 3 to 7+ years, depends on which part of the medicine, which part of profession you want to go in, which field you choose to be in. After you become a licensed physician or a surgeon, you still have to keep up your knowledge because there is new research, new techniques, new medications and everything. So it surely is a lifelong commitment to learning and service, which comes with a lot of challenges on the way. It can be overwhelming at times, but at the end of the day, it's totally worth it. It's worth all the effort you put in because it gives you a sense of purpose, satisfaction in life. Now, having said that, medicine is not just about being smart or learning science. It is about learning personal skills as sympathy, compassion, kindness, understanding people's feelings. Being a doctor does not always mean that you just write a prescription or give medication. But sometimes just compassion, good listening, reassurance, that heals them well as well. Now, it's an amazing job, but it comes with a big responsibility. Now, every day I go to my clinic, I see people who come and talk to me about their concerns, fears, weaknesses. They put their trust in me. They put their trust in me with their health, with their, even sometimes with their lives. Patients often share their concerns and their stories with the doctors they sometimes don't even feel comfortable with their friends and family with. So it sure is a special feeling when you're able to help someone and make a difference in their lives, especially when they're sick, when they're scared or maybe even hopeless. Sometimes I have good news for them, and the other times they're a difficult conversation. But no matter what, my patients trust me and my efforts and ability to treat them, and that brings me happiness, that brings me satisfaction, and makes my day brighter every day. And it is a profession where you develop human connection, being present for your patients in their most vulnerable moments, and earning their trust over time. It helps you with learning more, empathy, better understanding of human struggles, and multicultural awareness. So I would like you to think that career is not just something that you do to make a living or earn money, but it is how you make people feel around you. Finally, I would say no matter what profession you go to, you be a doctor or engineer or pharmacist or nurse, you will always be helping people around you. You can start learning that as a child. You be a good listener, be empathetic to others, be kind, helpful, and all those good qualities will always go with you for your entire life. So thank you for listening to me, and I wish you all a very happy career day, and I wish you the very best in whatever you decide to do in the future. Thank you.